admit it, Brooke. You never got over Edmund. You never will.
You misunderstood.
No, please don't insult my intelligence. Why else would you be here the night before my wedding?
Maria, please give me a chance.
No, we don't have anything to discuss, Brooke. We don't. We don't have anything in common, except that we both love Edmund Gray. And I'm marrying him tomorrow. And I have no intention of discussing him or his former relationship with you tonight.
If you could just give me 5 minutes.
If you can't sleep because you have to discuss this, if you just have got to get this off your chest, then maybe you should just take it over to Wildwind. Okay? Because Edmund is probably over there by now. And you guys can go and rehash the past until the cows come home. And then tomorrow morning, why don't you just give me a call and let me know what you want to do and whether or not I should show up to the church or anything.
And that would really be okay with you?
No. But it would be better than standing here and listening to you go on and on about how you love him and you want him and you can't get over him.
If I promise not to go on and on, will you at least let me say what I came here to say?
You can do it in 1 sentence.
Okay. Maria, I owe you an apology.
You're not serious.
I'm sorry.
You tried to kill Richard Fields?
It came to me when we were sitting in the courtroom, and I saw how he was able to make you suffer. I knew how he'd made you suffer when you were 14. When I realized that he could still harm you because I had never done anything, I told him I was going to kill him.
You what?
I went up to him during a recess, and I said if Erica should go to prison, that I would steal drugs from the hospital and poison him. And then I said, nice chatting with you, and walked away. I thought maybe I'd scared him a little. It felt wonderful.
Mother, tell me that you did not steal drugs from the hospital.
I said that to make him afraid, but I realized that child molesters don't feel fear the way normal people do. I had no effect on him whatsoever. I realize that he thinks I'm just a silly old lady who's full of a lot of hot air.
And Mother, Bianca told me that you brought her home, but she didn't mention anything to me about your trying to kill someone.
You see, I called Joe, and he came over and he gave Bianca a sedative to make her relax and make her sleep, and then when she was resting, I lied to Joe. I told him I was going home to take some medication. But instead, I drove to the Pinecone Motel, and I showed Mr. Fields this, just to show him that I meant business.
Mother, give me that knife.
Well, that knife could quarter a chicken in no time flat. I figured it could do a very good job on Richard Fields.
But you did not touch Richard Fields with this knife, did you? You did not quarter Richard Fields.
I told him I was going to do it, but he just laughed at me. He told me to go ahead and kill him. He made it so easy for me to kill him. But I just couldn't do it.
So then you put this knife back in your purse and you left, didn't you?
I couldn't even defend the two people I love most in this world.
I'm just so glad you came to your senses, Mother.
I let you down.
Never. You have never let us down.
I failed you.
You just stop that.
If I had been strong years ago, Erica, you wouldn't be on trial for attempted murder. You'd still be happy with your husband, Dimitri.
This may seem far-fetched, Edmund, but I was not thinking about you. I was thinking about myself.
You jest.
There are more things in heaven and earth, Horatio, than are dreamt of in your philosophy.
Such as? What? Something happened? In trial? The court?
Yeah. Erica testified. She swore under oath that she couldn't have been in her right mind. the morning she stabbed me because in her right mind, she never would have hurt me. The reason she wouldn't have hurt me is, she says, she still loves me then and now.
Did you buy it?
There's more. The court adjourned before the DA could cross-examine. I thought about talking to her, although I didn't know what I was going to say, so she was surrounded by people, so I just came home. Guess who was here when I got here? Kendall.
She wouldn't dare.
Yeah, with Anton.
Oh, wait a minute. I don't care who she was with. I warned that little witch. She sets foot on this property, I'd wring her neck. How did she talk herself into this? Was Anton nuts?
Just let me finish. She had bad news. Will you just sit down?
I don't like the sound of this.
It seems that while court was in session, Bianca decided to look for Kendall. She went to the Pinecone Motel and found herself alone in a room with Fields. He tried to molest her.
What?
What? He didn't succeed. Now, he ripped the child's skirt, but he never touched her. He just frightened her to death.
Where is
Kendall
he? Where
got
is
there
he?
before she could die.
I
He
will
could do
kill
anything.
him.
Now,
Where is
he's
he?
dead. I watched him breathe his last breath.
No, I really don't like the sound of this.
I wanted to kill him myself on the way over there, but when I got there, he was already on the floor.
Dimitri, who did it?
Nobody did it. His so-called heart gave out. He was laying there gasping for air, begging for help, and I did nothing. I took no measures to keep him alive. I didn't call 911. I didn't go to the front office for help. I just sat there and watched him die alone on the floor of a cheap motel. When his eyes finally shut, when he drew his last breath, Trevor and Jack arrived. They were there to arrest him. Obviously, they were too late.
You have an afternoon like that, and you come by and you start charming all the ladies at my rehearsal. I mean, how do you do it?
Years of practice. Not showing my feelings. It's what I'm good at.
It's what Erica was trying to help you with. Does she know about Bianca? Does she know about this? Is she okay?
Yeah, Trevor and Jackson said that Joe was with her. He had given Bianca a sedative, and Erica's all right. Do you know what he said, Edmund? He said, I hated them all. I hated them all. Now, I think he meant all the young girls that he had victimized over the years, especially Erica.
You're close to forgiving her, aren't you?
Well, I understand it now, anyway.
Well, understanding's not forgiveness, but it's pretty close. You know, you said that, she still loves you? Why don't you call her? Maybe there's still a chance.